Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And I would tell you that this is the start of the Arc 5 series. However, yeah, I went into this. We have all of one duel. The Pendulum. So this series is about pendulum summons, which I have no idea what those are, or how to do them, or anything. So, yeah. Looking at the DLC, like 2/3 of the DLC is for unlocking duels for Arc 5, so that's where all the Arc 5 stuff is. So unfortunately, well, this is going to be the end of this game for us, because I'm not going to be getting the DLC, as I've kind of mentioned before. $5 for unlocking 2 story mode duels. I know it unlocks other cards and stuff, but the only thing I want is the story mode duels, and it's just not worth it for me. And there'd be a total of $85 worth of DLC that way, so yeah, if it ever went on sale, like if I could get it all for $2 a DLC, I'd do that, or get the whole thing for like 20. Yeah, I spent $20 game. We're up to 107 parts now. Oh my, we have a different thing. This lesson will teach you how to do a pendulum summon. That's good, because it's the first tutorial I've actually needed. We are playing as Yugioh Sakaki. I'm assuming that's a girl. It's hard to tell. I almost thought Yuma was going to be a girl just by going by the appearance. And we're taking on Gong Strong. Oh dear. But, yeah, then the game introduced him and said Yuma was a he, so Yuma was a he. First, we'll show you how pendulum cards work. These can be played as either monster cards or spell cards. Once you play... Oh yeah, we get to use those weird symbol things that we've been seeing this entire time. Once you play 2 pendulum monster cards as spells in the pendulum zones, you can perform a special pendulum summon. Let's look at the pendulum cards, as they have a lot of information on them. Oh my gosh, yes they do. Since they do so much, they have 2 effect text boxes on them, depending on how they are played. If you activate the pendulum card as a spell in the pendulum zone, it stays on the field, and you can use its pendulum effect written in the top box. Okay. Does it matter which zone I put them in? I don't know. It'll explain. You can also summon or set a pendulum monster as a monster card. This is done by placing it in the monster zone and using its monster effect in the bottom box. Another advantage of pendulum monsters is that instead of being sent to the graveyard like normal monsters, they're placed in your face-up in your extra deck instead. Okay. This is true if the pendulum monster card was played as either a spell card or a monster card. What's the point of it going face-up in our extra deck? Now we'll show you how a pendulum summon works. So, okay, so these cards... Oh my gosh. Duel. Am I going first? Whoa, you have 4 pendulum. Yeah, no kidding. Let's get the most out of these. Since they do so much, they have 2 effect boxes. These cards are played in the pendulum zones. Okay. Yeah. Let's begin. First, place Dragonhorn Hunter in the left pendulum zone. What's that gonna do? Pendulum effect. All normal monsters gain 200 attack. You take no battle damage from battles involving normal monsters. And it's played as a pendulum spell card. Oh, that's neat how it's kind of got the fusion of the colors there. Okay, that makes sense now. I don't know what those 3s are for, though, but okay, we're going to place that in the pendulum zone. Now place Flash Knight in the right pendulum zone. This one's Flash Knight. The power of the pendulum flashes forth from this shining knight. It has 7, whatever those 7s mean. It's a 4-star 1800 attack, but it has no pendulum effect. Why would I want that? What's this pendulum effect? If this card was activated, you can target 1 face-up spell or trap card on the field and destroy it. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I want that one. Okay, so pendulum monsters are like normal monsters fused with spells. That's really interesting, and an interesting way to make normal monsters relevant again. I'm guessing they must count as, like... Now, there's tons of, like, normal monster support cards, and I wonder if those do anything with pendulums. Like, if you had something that lets you search for normal monsters, would you be able to search up pendulums? Although it doesn't seem that way because its card type says Dinosaur Pendulum, so I'm going to go with probably not. That's a cool looking dinosaur too. Lanceporophonesis. Okay. If a normal monster you control attacks defense position monster, inflict piercing damage. I want to do that instead. But we'll do what you want with the Flash Knight. You can pendulum summon once per turn during your main phase. Each pendulum card has a pendulum scale indicated by a number between the red and blue arrows in the description. Okay. In one pendulum summon, you can summon as many monsters as you want from your hand. That's insane! Or from the face-up pendulum monster cards in your extra deck. That's insane! All the pendulum monsters that, when they die, they'll go to face up in the extra deck, and then you can just spam them out again. What's stopping these pendulum spells from being... However, the level of the monsters you summon has to be in between the scales you have in the pendulum zones. Oh, so that's why we wanted the Flash Knight in there. You can now summon monsters there between levels 3 and 7. To do so, select Pendulum Summon from a pendulum card. Okay. And just summon the heck out of everything. No. Whoa. Cool effect looking. That's neat. We're gonna put everything in attack mode. Okay, and since Sacred Crane was... Yeah, that does count as a special summon. Cool. You can still normal summon the turn you pendulum summon. Tribute Foul Cout's Cannon to summon Tongue Twister. I want to summon Tongue Twister. And I don't want to tribute my cannon. I want to tribute the Sacred Crane. Crane would be better to tribute. Oh no, it wouldn't, because... Yep, we get the 200 attack. I can pendulum summon next turn and summon that thing. Okay. That's insanity! Wow. I'm really curious now as to how the Arc 5 duels would all go. I'm not quite $85 curious. Oh, that's not fair. Alright, sorry about that. I've never had that happen with this game before. I'm not sure what the deal was, but yeah, I got us back to where we left off. It's a tutorial duel, so it's gonna go the same way every time anyways. Alright, going strong. Okay, we didn't randomly break the game again. Guilford the Lightning. Oh, that's gonna kill everything I have. Lightning Blade. Oh boy, he's got some power there. Alright, now we're gonna win this duel on this Fisher. Let's Pendulum Summon. We can summon from the extra deck and the hand at the same time. Gosh, that's insanity. Although, why would we have Judgment? Certainly another Pendulum monster would be better than that. Gosh, this is crazy. Activate Fisher. Yeah, it destroys the monster with the lowest attack points. He only has one monster, so it goes bye-bye. Activate Bound Wand. What does this thing do? Gains attack equal to its level times 100. It's destroyed by an opponent's card effect. And this card is sent to your graveyard. You can special summon. Okay. With the boost from Dragonhorn Hunter, we have enough to finish off our opponent. Well, neat. That Pendulum summoning looks insane. Wow. Yeah, I still don't know if that would be $85 worth of DLC. But yeah, that Pendulum summoning looks really interesting. So yeah, I guess quick final review of the game. I enjoyed the campaign. I enjoyed the story decks. I think they did a great job of pulling off what the story decks were like with the anime duels and what was going on in the anime at the time. And yeah, I enjoyed that aspect of it. For 20 bucks, 107 parts, this has been... we've got our filling of entertainment out of this. At least I have. Overall, though, I think my favorite series to play in as far as the campaign duels, probably the GX Saga. I mean, that saga just seemed to introduce a lot of new stuff in each duel, a lot of variety between the decks, and not a lot of them were bad or stall fest. The worst one, probably 5Ds, because all those duels were either one-sided squash fest due to one player having a terrible deck or a bad start, or they just devolved into like super long and grindy stall fests. Zexo was pretty decent. I didn't mind that too much. Although a lot of the duels felt like they played out the same way, especially when it came to using Utopia and all that. Original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, that had some nice variety to it as well. So, yeah, not bad overall. Would have liked to have seen more from the Arc 5, but I guess that's how the pendulum swings. So we're going to put this game to bed for now, and if there's ever some DLC sale or something, we might come back and do some more of this. So until then, this has been Late Night Mega. Good night, everybody.